NATO Secretary-General Mark Rutte declared Wednesday that US President Donald Trump is the only figure worldwide who has succeeded in breaking the deadlock over the war in Ukraine, speaking in Brussels.
Turning to Ukraine, we all want the bloodshed to end, and I strongly welcome President Trump's continued efforts to bring about a just and lasting peace. This is vital for resolving this conflict, and we support the United States in leading this effort. And as negotiations proceed, we cannot waver in our commitment to Ukraine. There is only one person in the whole world who was able to break the deadlock when it comes to the war in Ukraine, and that is the American President Donald J. Trump, and he did.
Rutte also said 2/3 of the member states of NATO have committed to the weapons for Ukraine through the so-called prioritized Ukraine requirements list.
Today we heard from Australia and New Zealand, who will also contribute to Pearl, the first NATO partners to do so. And this means that allies and partners have already committed now really over $4 billion to Pearl, getting us on the track to the $5 billion for the full year. Ministers discussed the planning underway to chart a credible path towards the commitment made in The Hague, investing 5% of GDP annually in defense.
Trump's sweeping 28-point peace plan sees Ukraine cede large swathes of territory to Russia, slash its military, and abandon NATO ambitions. Under the proposal, Ukraine would withdraw from the Donbas regions of Lugansk and Donetsk, areas at the heart of Russia's 2022 invasion, and recognize Crimea as de facto Russian, a status the US would also acknowledge. Kherson and Zaporizhzhia, regions occupied by Russia, would remain frozen along the line of contact. In total, Russian forces control roughly 1/5 of Ukraine's territory. NATO troops would be prohibited from entering Ukraine, and the country would constitutionally renounce membership in the alliance.